AI first CEO fired people that refused to do AI. You mentioned the Fortune article, and the Fortune article, by the way, I think they did a remarkable job. They fact-checked, which doesn't always happen in articles before they published it. If people read the story, I think they'll understand it. However, the title made it sound wicked. AI first CEO fired people that refused to do AI. And there was a lot of social traffic, kind of went a little viral about like, see, that's exactly what we're talking about. If you read the article, you learned that what happened was there was a full year, 12 months of investment across our companies with our legacy team. First with, you mentioned, things like bringing in outside experts and giving points for just trying. We were just trying to see if people would try. We were motivating them with education, tuition reimbursement back when prompt engineering was a big thing and people needed to learn that skill. Unlimited up to $1,000 for any tool. Like, please buy the pro version of every tool and experiment with it and bring that back to the team. And then AI Mondays, you mentioned in the opening, that was a dedication for a full quarter of 20% of our payroll every single Monday for a full quarter. No one was allowed to work on anything except AI projects. It could be AI education, AI development. And we were very serious about that. Unless there was a customer fire, something that needed immediate attention, no one was allowed to work on anything. And it was the conclusion of that 12 months of investment and time that we then took a look at the team and said where we needed to make changes. And that ranged from people who outright refused to do it. I mean, you get that sometimes when you change the culture.
What percent of people outright refuse to make the AI transformation?
I don't know the number. I want to say it's less than 20%, maybe even as low as 10% that just flat out refuse. Like they declared, yeah, I'm not going to do this. And that's fine. They certainly have that prerogative. It's just that they had to leave, and we told them that. Then we had the next round of people who tried, but not really. They kind of said they tried, but they didn't. And that was revealed by their own self-assessment, which we did at the end of the first 3 quarters. So 3 quarters in, we had everybody do a self-assessment, and even by their own admission, like, what GPTs have you written? What LLMs are you proficient with? Can you share some of your recent chats? Like, they said they were trying, but not really, and they kind of self-selected themselves out. And then after AI Mondays, it was about aptitude and it was about proficiency. And we told everybody entering that quarter that through their own self-assessments, we had stack ranked them. And if they were in the bottom section of that stack rank, they were at risk of being what we call top graded, which means we were going to hire somebody that had this mentality and wanted to bring it forward. But we wanted them to succeed, and we were going to do everything to help them succeed, and we wanted them to. Some were able to clear that bar, some were not. At the end of the day, it turned out to be 80% of our entire team from start to finish. 80%. That's the way the article was led.
80% what?
80% that we replaced. 80% that we transitioned. So
you had turnover over the last year of 80% of your staff.
80% in that year. That's right. Yes, exactly.